All right, y'all. Outdoor Goyo here. Made it back from a week-long adventure on this Harley Road King, and wanted to strip it down, show you what I brought. Now that it's all kind of organized, so let's get to it.
OutdoorGoyo.com is a free packing list generator to use on your next adventure. Just put your destinations, dates, activities you're going to be doing, and we create a custom packing list based on local weather, so you'll always be prepared. Within that list, we provide hand-picked product recommendations for any budget, so be sure to head to OutdoorGoyo.com to be prepared and stay inspired.
All right, so the cool thing about this bike is I have two really big saddlebags on either side. I also use this luggage rack on the back for all of the stuff that I was going to be camping with at night. So they're strapped down and I don't have to mess with them until I get to the campsite at night. Right here I have a hip pack, and it's actually kind of nice because the hip brace kind of fits around this back seat to stabilize it. And I have all my stuff, like my phone, my wallet, my camera, my keys, anything that I need very accessible all the time. My sunglasses, suntan lotion, GoPro, headlamp, my buff to go around my neck, any charging devices, because I do have a charger here on the bike, and headphones, right? So that stuff stays in the front pocket. It's very accessible. I also have my sandals in here. When you get to camp or want to break from your boots, I threw a Camelback in here so that I can drink while I'm riding. And I also have my harness for the GoPro to go around my chest, which I use a lot. I did bring rope, mostly for bears to hang the food, but we didn't end up using it for the campsites. Chamois butter for sore ass, and I didn't end up using that either. Thank goodness, this thing is super comfortable. So that's that pack. I also had an extra water bottle here on the side that was just strapped in, so that works great. Back here I have strapped in, this is a dry bag. In here I have my sleeping bag and a stuff sack. And I've got a few Mountain House food in here as well. This is my tent with the poles and a thermarest sleeping pad. Now let's dig into these saddlebags. On the left side, because I dismount the bike from this side, I usually have things that I want to grab, like this lock I brought to lock up my helmet when I was in a place I was a little worried about leaving the bike for a while. This is all my clothes in here. I have a plastic bag to throw my dirty clothes in, but basically I had a few pairs of socks, some smart wools that were gonna hold up and clean easily, short sleeve, long sleeve of sleep shirts and long sleeve shirts. I also had a shirt that I rode in the whole time, and I had pants that I rode in the whole time, and my riding gear. Some underwear, a long buff, and that's about it. Tried to be as minimal as possible. I also have some more Mountain House in here, the rest of my food stash, some tea, some gloves to cut wood or gather wood or work on the bike. My water filter is thrown in here, didn't end up using that. This is a day pack, which is really nice. Kind of folds up into a little pouch. But if I wanted to go on a hike, I was able to whip this out. The temperatures were all over the place, so I did bring a liner for my sleeping bag to drop it down a little bit, and I didn't end up using that either. Some gloves just in case, so I didn't know. The weather was fluctuating in the mountains and I got lucky. On this side, this saddlebag has got my 10 essentials, which my 10 essentials are my extra pair of glasses, duct tape, hand warmers, a lot more than 10, to be honest. Emergency blanket, a harmonica, a knife. This is my first aid kit, and inside of this I stuffed what was pre-packaged and built it out. I have batteries, Advil, patch kit, whistle, tick remover, extra chains for my bicycle, some tampons just in case, and then your first aid stuff as well is in here, and some chapstick, which was very nice for riding through the desert in these high elevations. Compass is in here, roll of just in case toilet paper, some Ziploc bags, a lighter, and another patch kit. So that's my essentials. Camping chair, this thing's awesome. It's like 20 bucks on Amazon, but love it when you get to site. Then I've got my cooking gear, so pots and cups, bowls, and almost everything is stored inside of this. My fuel. My rain gear, which I didn't have to use until the very last day. Thank you, Denver. These are all my electronics, so stuff for my cameras and charging my phone. Bathroom break, so toilet paper, wipes. Gotta bring a Frisbee. I did some rock climbing while I was out there, so brought my climbing shoes and my chalk bag. This is my fire starter kit, so I bring those little bricks with some matches, a bunch of extra lighters. It's kind of a just in case bag as well. Try and store lighters in a bunch of random places. Binoculars. I've got here a Gerber fold-out saw that I didn't end up really needing. This is a wash basin to fill up and wash my pots with. And then I've got a self-made toolkit with a tire gauge, a Leatherman fold-out knife, an Allen key set, bungee cords, electrical tape. I've got an adjustable wrench, needle nose pliers, and vice grips. Yeah, so that's my kit. Didn't end up using it, which is awesome. So that is everything I brought, except for my jacket and boots and gloves that I was riding with. So hope you got something out of this. I certainly did. I ended up using just about everything, and the stuff that I didn't use, if the weather turned a little iffy, I would have been really glad that it was there. So until next time, until next ride, Outdoor Goyo, out.
Thank you.